Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Scrapping Orca and I'm a scrapbooker from Sweden, and today I wanted to show you how to do this never-ending card. It is so fun. It's a really fun card to both get and to make it. It's not as hard as it looks like, so much more easy than you probably think it is. So just watch my video and I'll show you how easy this really is. So let's just start doing this never-ending card. I prepared 2 pieces of cardstock, and they're the same sizes. It's 6" by 6", and we'll be scoring those. So I'll be taking out my scoring board, and we're gonna score these two at the same way, which means it's pretty simple. So let's start with piece number 1, and we're gonna score this at 1.5 inch and 4.5 inch. Yeah, and now we're gonna do the same with this one. So at 1.5 inch and 4.5 inch. Pretty simple, right? I'm gonna fold them in both ways. I'm gonna do that with both of the papers. So that's all the scoring that we were supposed to do. Now I'm gonna cut these two in the middle. Which means I'm gonna cut it at 3. And you're supposed to cut over the scoring lines. So remember that. Just cut over the scoring lines. Which gives you 2 pieces of this. And you're gonna do the same with this part. So just cut it over the scoring line at 3 inches. So, and this is all the scoring and cutting that you need to do. So you see, not that hard. Now I usually place this, the one with the smaller and smaller, like this, and like that. And let's just mount it. So I need my glue, and now this is the tricky part. You need to glue this one onto that and this one onto that. And you're not gonna glue all of it, you're just gonna glue this part to this part. So it's just gonna be a square. That goes on this one. And you make sure it's corner to corner. So, like that. You can fold this one and you can fold that one. So this is part number 1. Now I'm gonna glue this one to this one. I'm gonna make another little square with glue, kind of like half of this to this one. Corner to corner. Make sure the whole paper is aligned with the one above. So now I got a piece that looks like this. And now I'm supposed to glue this one on the exact same way. This one to this one, and this one to this one. So I can put some glue on here. Maybe it's easier for you to see. Like that. I'm gonna put this corner to corner. Make sure that the paper is aligned with the rest of the paper. Like this. Now I'm gonna lift this up and glue this one on here. And that's all the gluing that you have to do on the cardstock. Then you absolutely have to glue some design paper on it, but the card is now ready. So just let it dry for a minute so the glue really sets. Okay, so now if you've done this right, the card is now the never-ending card, and you might have to adjust it. I took out my scissors because if you haven't done this completely straight, just cut it off so it doesn't get stuck in each other, those things. So let's try this. You're supposed to fold it outwards, then up, out. Now you see here the card gets stuck. So these two are a bit long and done. So I just cut this teeny tiny piece off here. If you don't want to take a chance on getting it straight, you can use your cutting board. I'm living on the wild side, so I'll just cut it with the scissors. So let's see how. Still a bit. I'm gonna cut this off a bit more, and you just adjust it until the card doesn't get stuck. Just remember to cut on each different sides so the card doesn't get crooked. Yeah, now it seems to be floating more. I fixed the edges and now it's folding real smoothly while I turn it around and around and around. Yeah, the card feels a bit wobbly. This is gonna fix it when you put on the design paper, and it's gonna be a real firm and so nice. So let's just do that. And you can do this any way you want. You can pre-cut everything. I pre-cut all the paper that you're gonna need. I'm gonna let you know all the pieces that you need to cut. I'm gonna go through this on each. I'm gonna put design paper onto this card one side at a time. I'm gonna start with the front, and then I'll put all the bling and all of that later. So first, just put on the design paper. Cut out this paper. I'm gonna suit them, and then I'm gonna put them on. Okay, so the front side is now finished. It's just gonna be some decorations upon it later on. And the front size contains these two. These are the same sizes, these two. These ones are 2 3/4 in square. And I have 4 of these panel sides. These are 2 3/4 and 1 1/4. And I've cut out 4 of those. So now let's turn to this one. I'm gonna use my bone folder to make sure the card stays still, and it's gonna help a lot with the folding later on. So I also prepared for this one, and I cut out 2 of those, same sizes, 2 3/4, 2 3/4 in square. And I cut out 4 of these, and these ones are 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. So there's a square, and I cut out 4 of these. So I'm gonna put them on. Yeah. Okay, so the second side is done. So I'm gonna just go on to the third side, which is gonna use my bone folder on this one also. Make sure the cards stays a bit more still. And I pre-cut these two. These are the exact same pieces, not the exact same pieces, but the exact same measures as in side number 2, which means that these 2 squares is 2 3/4 in square, and these are 1 1/4 in square inch. So let's just mount them. Okay, side number 3 is done. So let's just go for the 4th and the last one, which is this one. And in a perfect world, you wouldn't be able to see this. But since I trimmed it, because I want to be able to fold it correctly and the pieces don't get stuck into to another, there's gonna be a little, yeah. But it's my card, it's homemade. This is okay, perfectly okay. Okay, so let's do the last side. I cut out these pieces. These are the squares, 2 3/4 of inch in square, and I cut out these ones, and these ones are 2 3/4 and 1 1/4 inch. Now I put on all of the design papers, and now the card looks like this. Neat, huh? Yeah, I think so. So now just put some decorations upon the card, and yeah, you see how simple it is. I mean, it looks so advanced, but it's really not. So this is the card that I made today. This is a never-ending card, and yeah, it's a never-ending card. I made a Christmas card, and you can fold this as many times as you like. So it just goes round and round and round and round and round. Yeah. As you can see. So I decorated this with a die, and I don't know if you can see, I put on the die 3 times to get it a bit thicker, which I think adds a bit more. I did this in another video with the die. It is the dual pop-up card tutorial. You can see it up here. You have a link. On the inside, I put in one of my absolute favorite bird. I think it's called a bullfinch. It's the best. It's the most Christmassy bird, if you ask me. This is my favorite bird, a bullfinch. And deck the halls. And so I just put on some decorations just to add a bit. And now when I put all the design papers on this, the card is not as wobbly as it is in the beginning for all the design paper. I'm really happy how this card turned out. I hope you like it as much as I do. So I also did another card on this never-ending card. It's a Swedish congratulations card that says congratulations, grattis in Swedish. And it's the same. It says hip hip hooray, it's your day today. And a place to put some words if you like. Yeah, just the same decorations as the other one. So when I did this card, I did 8 of the big square ones. That is 2 3/4 in square inch. And I did 8 of these panel long ones. That's 2 3/4 times 1 1/4. It is these ones. And I cut out 8 of these small ones. That is 1 inch. That's 1 1/4 inch in square. So it's 8 of every piece. 8 of the big squares, 8 of the small squares, and 8 of these long rectangles. And I really hope that you liked what you've seen in this video. So please put a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on my next video or miss out on the videos that I did before. So please check out the videos that I did before, and have a real good day. Bye.